You're Near the Wild with Mat Becker and John Norris, recorded in Anchorage, Alaska.
Oh.
Well, son of a bitch, welcome to another episode of Near the Wild, the Alaska Fair episode.
Alaska Fair edition. I'm John Norris.
I'm Mat Becker.
We are both in Kim Coyle's car. She's eating cotton candy, driving us back from the Alaska State Fair.
Thank you for driving, Kim. Asian jokes are not really acceptable for a podcast.
Trying to keep this PC.
Yeah.
But if her Asian driving does leave us in a ditch dead, this will be our last will and testament as well.
Yeah, so that'll be good. So, John, what did you think of the fair?
I had a good time. And then I got lost for a little while, and then I had a good time again, and then I was done with the fair.
Yeah,
there was a point where I think we both looked at each other and we were both like, "Well, we're done."
Yeah, we'd hit our wall, and we even had alcohol, and we had music, and we had our friends, and we still hit a wall and went,
"Yeah,
okay, I'm done." Tap.
If the three best things in life don't perk you up,
but
you're not coming back.
But one of the cool parts is getting here early. We were a half hour early before the fair opened, which a lot of people don't do.
Total mistake, but it worked out.
Yeah. Because we were second in line. We'd been first in line, but the guy with this baby carriage shoved it in front and took first. So, how do you use credit card? And I'm like, I get it. You're fucking using the Asian card. And we had an Asian with us, and we didn't get in first.
Yeah.
And it was like, she didn't have a credit card. But it's cool.
There was lots of highlights. We bet money on some animals, so we found a nice combination of animal cruelty and gambling.
And pig races, and I have to admit, it was quite profitable. I don't think.
Yeah, it was good. We both won.
Yeah, we pulled down. John and I both picked the winners of both heats, and then we walked with money. So
you can't say we.
Who makes money at the fair?
We are good at spotting fast pigs.
Yeah,
that's one thing we're good at. What other highlights were there for you?
There was the food was phenomenal. That was probably the Reuben House, HUAS, was probably the best Reuben I've ever had. And I have a lot of Reuben, so
yeah.
It's not like I'm just guessing here.
I find that in most places it's a smoked turkey Reuben in a lot of places now. People are shying away from the corned beef.
Yeah.
But I like the corned beef. I feel like the pickle they threw on top.
Yeah, I didn't see the pickle sign.
You didn't get a pickle?
You got the pickle because it said, we now have mustard and pickle available. And there was a fat lady standing in front of the sign when I ordered.
Rookie mistake.
Well, what? Did I have to wait till the fat lady sings?
Yeah.
It's like, move. Let me see the sign. I almost said, can I get the pickle you obviously didn't offer me?
When was the last time you were at the fair before this time?
2 years ago.
Anything changed?
No, and that's what everyone, remember, that's always the complaint. The food changed a little bit. There's, like I said, there's different food. More high-end food, where if you pay a little more, you get a little more. And we did witness that some of the old trends of the fatty fat burger booth was empty, and the barbecue place was
the
ghostly.
The corn hog.
Mm-hmm. You sit there looking at, the whoever thought this was a brilliant idea.
Yeah, that smokehouse was sad.
Yeah, it was.
I feel bad for them because they spent that money to get that, but I thought it would be a sweet spot.
Yeah, and it just wasn't. And I don't know. You roll the dice. You want to make ribs, but I would be by the bathrooms. I think that's a brilliant spot to be. Just for the number of people waiting for people who are going in, they would eventually just wander over, and I'd be like, hungry?
One thing I did appreciate was that the barbecue places, any place that was selling pork or ribs or anything, was far enough away from the livestock area that you forget how cute the pigs were.
Oh, it was. Yeah, that's actually.
Yeah, you have to. It takes a good 10 minutes before you figure out.
I was hand feeding gyros in the petting zoo. Future gyros, I was hand feeding.
I was feeding all the piglets corn dogs to try to fat them up.
Yeah, there was that one big pig too.
Pig ate a lot of corn dogs.
Yeah. Yeah, they had a pig that they go, oh, they don't normally get this big because we don't let them, but it was a huge goddamn pig. It was like what do you call it? Deadwood kind of big. Like he'd eat anything.
They have big pigs in Deadwood?
Yeah, remember that's like where the bodies, they throw them in the pigs. Pigs eat you.
I've seen that.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a common thing, but I don't know if that's true.
I think it's pretty common. They did it, and that one guy in Canada did it. He was a farmer. They had big parties out there. Killed 13 women, threw them in the pigs, they ate them. They eat everything except apparently high-end shoes, because that's how they got caught.
Well, pig feed's pretty expensive.
Yeah. The rides weren't bad. We did the, what did we do?
We did the Apollo was the one we did.
Apollo, yeah.
That was sickening.
It was not a black theater in New York either. That's the one that's a double bullets.
We did not get danced off the stage.
It swings like a tomahawk, and it goes. And there's another one going the opposite way, so you get to watch other people in misery too. But the thing stops upside down like 4 times.
Yeah.
Just sits there while you realize, wow, this is what a plane crash would be like.
So there were a lot of big people at the fair. Do you think they tell them not to go on the rides at that point? Because the only thing holding us when you were upside down on the Apollo is like an old seatbelt.
I saw people that probably couldn't go on some of the rides. They were so big. But I also figured they didn't get that big by going on the rides.
That's true. The Apollo was that was the only ride, I think. Oh, you and Kim went on the. You want to describe your?
Oh yeah, this
experience?
is the ejection seat. Originally came up and had it in the parking lot at Choku Charlie's in like 2002. Did it like 18 times, and the last time I'd ever done it, I did it with this kid. He was a pizza delivery kid from whatever, generic wherever.
Did you order a pizza and make him get on it?
No. They would let us. The guys knew us because it was in our parking lot at the bar, and they would let us go on. If a single person came up and said, "I want to do it," they would let us fill in and be the second person because you need both people in the seat. It works better if there's 2. Is basically. So this is the last one. I was half drunk, and the guy goes, "Do you want to go?" And I go, "Yeah." So I got in, and then the thing goes up, and that thing was spinning sideways, twisting like, I mean, it was horrible because he was like 380 pounds, and I was not. And so it caused it to gyroscope and spin, and I'd never gone through that. And when I got done with it, I said, I'll never do it again. Well, then they brought it back. It's been around. I just didn't do it.
But recently, it's been in the news.
Yes.
It got some press recently because some people were on it, and while they were on it, one of the bands that like slingshots them up snapped, and I think either a band like whipped somebody in the face or they just hit their head really hard and broke a bunch of bones in their face.
Yeah, they said he like hit his face on one of the poles or something.
Well, that's what they tell you.
So it has like a bad image then.
So, but still $25 a person to ride.
Right. And I didn't know if they'd make it to the fair. I didn't know if they'd ever let them, but they were out there, and they were I didn't see a ton of people doing it. We didn't have to wait in line.
The price blows my mind, though. It's $50 for 2 people to ride it, and it's like it's less than a minute ride.
Yeah, but it was miserable. You'll never do it again, so they got their $50.
It's miserable enough to be worth it.
Oh yeah, I forgot how weird and jolty it is. It's like being in like one of those training cockpits for somewhere that they mace you or something. But it jerked around. It was unthing. It puts you in this G-force thing, and then just when we're miserable upside down, then it kind of jerks and bounces back straight up. So then you're happy to be straight up. Then it goes a little sideways. And it was never enjoyable. At the very end, when it just stops, you go, oh.
But I'm all about risking my life, but for like $10. I don't think I'm willing to spend $25 to maybe die.
I think they
or at the very least hit my face on something.
I think they've raised the price since they smashed that guy's face, but I think I'm willing to pay the difference.
Maybe it should be such like a life-risking thing. Like, just give us all your money because there's a good chance you'll die. So if you die, you don't need your money. And if you don't die, you'll realize life isn't all about money.
No, and it's like the misnomer where people go, oh, you can sign a waiver. If you get hurt, it's your fault. You go, you can't. It's a big myth. Everyone's done it. Zip lines have done it. In the United States of America, you cannot sign your rights away. I cannot put you in harm's way, hurt you, and then go, it's kind of your fault, too. It's
You
sorry.
said I could hurt you.
Yeah, you agreed to this when you got on our poorly maintained zipper machine or whatever. Tilt-a-whirl with a loose screw, and next thing you know, you're rolling through the cotton candy booth. Some kid's on fire, and you're going, he didn't sign a waiver. We'll get his parents to sign the waiver. Give him all the cotton candy he wants.
But I guess we do have to say nobody got hurt on the rides today.
No, I mean, other than
that
probably
we know of.
the people we didn't go on and give money. Oh, and it was two for. We spent the whole day running around, and we ended up doing the Apollo last, and we could have done Buddy Day.
They trick you.
They call it Buddy Day.
Yeah, but they make it sound like, Buddy Day, you think it's going to be the whole day, but Buddy Day is actually like just a certain amount of hours. So it's really just buddy short amount of time.
Yeah.
You got to use them quickly.
Yeah, apparently Buddy has a limited time.
Felt like we spent a lot of time in the reptile barn.
That was actually pretty cool, though. That was something new. I don't remember it from 2 years ago. And it had full gators. You could pose with gators and snakes. And
I felt like more impressed than anybody with the reptiles was Kim. I felt like her face really lit up every time she saw another snake, and there was a lot of snakes. So her face was constantly lighting up. Yeah.
Not a fan of the spiders. She didn't care for the spiders at all. But she did pose with the snake and the crocodile, along with Lisa, Bart's girlfriend. So,
Kim, how did the reptile barn affect you?
It changed my life.
What was your favorite snake?
None of the above.
Good interview.
Okay.
Good interview.
All right. Well, I found it to be interesting with just the fact that they use Velcro to keep all the lids shut.
All the venomous snakes.
Yeah, they would say venomous, and I don't know. When I was younger, if I could open it, I would, and I would have taken a venomous snake and thrown it on a ride.
How has there not been some sort of an attack at a state fair yet? You can just buy knives everywhere.
Yeah,
and
what was that?
There's just venomous snakes. I feel like if some disturbed person really wanted to, they could just grab a handful of rattlesnakes and cause a big mess.
Or knives. I mean, that was the thing. They had knife booths on every corner. I'm like, why is everybody buying knives? It's just like, it was kind of like a weird carnival prison setup.
You don't want to go to the state fair without a knife.
No, I'm saying, if you're the guy without the knife, you're like, 1 minute, I'm going to run over to Carl's knife booth and I'll be right back. Oh, it's Buddy Day. You get a knife too.
Every day at 8:30, they have a big rumble. It's people with knives. There's people with duct tape foam bats.
Yeah, I think it's the felony thing out here in the valley. I think a lot of people have felonies, so they can't have guns.
Knives.
Yeah.
Knives in quotation marks.
Yeah. So it's like, I need a weapon. I need to protect myself. They go,
Sure.
Why? Because I'm a felon. I hit people a lot. And you go, well, that might be why you're a felon. There was a little grainy towards the end there. We got out of there at the right time.
Yeah. It gets a little busy. You're in the sun all day.
Yeah, but a lot of sketchy people started just wandering through,
Yeah.
eyeballing us. And I was like, this is when the fair gets weird.
I have a real mug me type attitude when I walk around.
You know what, John? I have to admit, I was no more than amazed. Everywhere we went, the people selling stuff. Like we went into the yarn barn set up where they got all the people selling mattresses, water beds, not funnel cakes, the food's outside, but they got whatever, just crap, and it's like this weird stuff. But they would grab John every time. He tried foot insoles in. They did.
The thing is, I look like money. Like, that's the thing. I walk around looking like I make a lot of money.
Yeah. But it was amazing. The hand lotion lady.
The hand lotion lady was
She grabbed his hand and drug him in the booth. He goes, "Can't we do this out here?" She goes, "No."
Nope.
And she drug him in and rubbed him down.
Come into my aloe vera den. And she started moisturizing my hands, and the moisturizer, not worth the money. If anybody, they try to tell you it's like a special type of aloe vera plant, and then she tried to tell me my hands looked like they were a different color after she moisturized them. So I did not buy, but I'm too polite. I get sucked in.
Yeah.
And I know, I feel bad because they're working hard. Nobody wants to talk to them. So I'll let her put aloe on my hands, and I'll let a guy put weird foot inserts in my shoe.
Yeah, I know. I mean,
I don't know what those were. Those were just like really weird, squishy things. I felt like they'd fuck up my back.
Yeah, I know, and that was when you said that. I've seen those before where they're so foamy that you're like, if I ever got used to walking on this. Yeah. He's like, it helps with diabetes. How does it help? It makes it softer when you can't feel your feet. I mean, if you can't feel your feet, who cares? You could be driving around in wrapped up gunny sacks. Who cares? Can't feel my feet. If you can feel your feet, why do you have to be squishy? That's where your liver should be.
Just have to walk on gel, just like our ancestors did. That's how we evolved, walking on gel inserts.
That's it. Walking on sunshine and gel. But yeah, so there was a lot of stuff for sale at the thing. I mean, I thought there were a lot of repetitive booths. I don't remember, like we know the button guys, and they're the button guys that make cool buttons. They do. Hands down.
But apparently the Alaska State Fair is so big that there's room for 2 button guys. Like there's another button. There's the button guys. Oh, there's 3 button stations where you can go in and get your picture taken. They put it on a button.
Yeah, and I was like, I just go. They've always been the button guy. That's the guy you go to, and they easily had the most business. But it was just the idea you're adding a second button person. Well, you guys are too busy. We can add a second. I go, is it your cousin? Why do you have 2 button guys out here?
You know what? This fair is too big for one button manufacturer.
Yeah.
That's my business plan. I got an MBA from Harvard just so I could steal the button guy's business plan and do that.
And I noticed some duplicate foods like the gyros. The gyros, I think, I didn't know if I saw another gyro, but they did let a couple duplicate food booths go in.
Burger places.
A lot of hot dogs. I get it, but hand-dipped corn dogs. I go, yeah, well, there's only 11 to choose from, so.
I don't know why corn dogs are such a big draw. Apparently there was, but the thing was like they had foot-long corn dogs.
Right.
So you could have way too much corn dog.
Right, and that was, the idea is that, we'll give you more, and then it was $8 for a corn dog, and I went,
that's
$8 for a corn dog?
That's like 2 packs of hot dogs at the store.
I got half of a good Reuben for $6. That's what I'm saying. That was a
the
good
Reuben
deal.
Was good.
It was really good, and it was $6.
If anything, today's podcast is sponsored by Reuben House and the Button Guys.
Yeah, House spelled
the original
H-A-U-S.
and the original Button Guys, not the knockoffs.
Yeah, no, the real Button Guys. You know them. They've only been doing it forever.
Yeah. Fair hair is a thing.
Yeah, the fair hair. That's a lot. I don't wonder how much they charge for that because every kid was drooped up in like bright. It almost looked Dr. Seussy.
Yeah, there's lots of hairspray involved.
Yeah, blue and wrapped in little like points coming out of their heads.
It was like a punk rock scene. It was like being in London in like the early 80s.
Yeah.
But everybody's really fat and not pale.
We're recasting Bananarama. Get together.
I was disappointed the stuffed banana people are gone.
Yeah, and that was, you had written it up. Everyone was hanging on your every word with that thing. Describe it.
I swear to God, stuffed bananas are a thing. They have a machine that cores the banana, and then they throw that middle banana junk out, because that's garbage, and they fill that with like peanut butter or chocolate, and then they dip it in more chocolate, and then you have a banana, but that tastes good.
Wow, see?
Yeah, and somehow this didn't catch on, and now it's just become a myth that I talk about and nobody else has ever experienced.
Yeah, I mean, I talked to the vendors I knew there, and I was like, they go, nah, never heard of it. And
we'll have to get Matt Collins on the show, because I know he was with me when we hit up.
Was it inside the fence? Could it have been on the outside of the fence? Could it have been a guy in a van selling it in the parking lot?
Might have been somebody just out of their trunk, like, hey, let me core your banana.
Because it doesn't sound like a legitimate product. It's something.
No, it's real.
Yeah.
I swear
and that's all they sold.
Yeah, that's all they had. But
what'd they call them?
Stuffed bananas.
Matt could have heard them. That might be why they're not there.
Bananas. Let me stuff your.
You got to give it a funny name, like an elephant ear is a funnel cake. You know.
Stuff.
You can go funnel cake if you want. But you go elephant ear, you go, that's exotic.
And they had like a special like a machine, like a contraption that cored the banana without breaking it.
A metal tube?
Yeah, metal tube.
Yeah, that's what that would do. That actually.
The machine. That's
that
it.
Would
metal
do
tube.
It. Yeah. And then they put peanut butter in it. Was it hot peanut butter or just cold peanut butter?
It was warm. I think somebody was like sitting on it. They had a metal tube that like cored the banana, and then another machine that shot the peanut butter into it.
It sounds like a catheter.
Exactly.
Did they use a catheter?
It might have been medical grade.
That might be what happened too. They were stealing equipment. They said we should use this for something.
You think that's how the stuffed banana came about?
Get the speculum nachos. They're amazing.
Some guy was
stick it in there, separate the cheese.
Some guy was just sitting in the hospital with a catheter in his dick, and he's like, you know what's a good idea? This, but like with a banana and peanut butter, and not me crying all the time.
Right? Yeah. No, and when you described it, it sounded fantastic. And then it became an urban legend to find it. And then people didn't even know what I was talking about. And then I wondered if you were just jerking us off.
I would not jerk you off about stuffed bananas.
Send us on a stuffed banana hunt. It's just weird. I mean, to call it stuffed bananas just seems so simple. They should call it monkey brains or something.
Oh, you know where I saw the stuffed bananas?
What, at the Renaissance Festival.
Renaissance
There
Fair.
You go. I was wondering. This seemed way too involved for the fair.
The
Ren Fair.
Yep, that's where they have the real technological advances in fair food at the Renaissance Fair.
That sounds like more artsy. That's wearing a little.
Apparently, it hasn't spread to the state fair yet.
Wow. So when is the Ren Fair, and when can we get these?
It's in June. We missed it by a couple of months.
Okay.
At least.
Well, yeah.
So it's.
That is what it did. All right. Well, that clears that up.
Mystery solved.
So yeah, wasted half a day. But thank you.
If you go to the state fair,
thank you. Total Recall.
Don't bother looking for these stuffed bananas.
No.
Yeah. Oh, we saw the circus. Let's talk about the circus.
Yes.
I thought the circus was weird.
It was one of those circuses where
Cirque du Mechanic. Is that what it is?
Yeah, mechanic. Like you're gonna have to do some of the work. That's what it felt like.
If you're having alternator trouble, we can help you out, and also we will juggle stuff.
Yeah, he does, like this guy and kind of beefy guy there wearing the Carhartts and.
Oh yeah, the big dude.
Yeah.
On the straps hanging around.
Which is apparently what they thought Alaska wanted to see was a dude swinging on a strap.
We got plenty of that.
Yeah, and so
it gets very dark in the winter. We have plenty of that.
They had girls in the troop, but we never did see them do anything except one of them.
We missed it.
Well, I would do equal time for both of them. I don't know.
Maybe,
we saw a lot of the dude. He was swinging a pipe wrench.
We're going to start with the girls, and we finish strong with the big beefy dudes.
Yeah, and he impressed me with the fact that he was the entire show we saw. So
I don't understand. They were playing not like regular circus music, like dun 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 dun. They were playing like Elliott Smith, like really sad, like really sad indie stuff.
Yeah, and that was what I kind of got too. I'm like, you're really bringing the crowd up.
Are you making a statement with your juggling? I don't understand.
Yeah, and the juggling was interesting because he did drop it, and it happened.
Drop it.
And I was watching, and I'm
not saying he's not a good juggler.
No, he was a great juggler.
He did well.
That's the whole thing, people. Screw you. It's juggling. He was amazing. He bounced on his nose thing. He went off his head a little too much. It got to be like Flair. He kept putting it on his head, and I go, I get it. And then
I was the first one to talk shit when he dropped stuff, only because I wanted to be the center of attention.
Right. I was going to yell, "You're the worst midwife ever." But I didn't, because the crowd probably wouldn't get it. But the music was so sad. But then what was weird is
when they fucked up, it made it even more sad.
No, and he looked sadder than when he picked it up off the ground. He was like, "I got this," and we're like, "Wow, you're sad. You're the reason Robin Williams killed himself."
We are the circus that makes you really think about what life is all about, and it's about nothing. I hope you
what
enjoy
is the
this
point?
next
Yes,
act.
welcome. Nothing. You'll notice the caged animals next to our show. We sleep outdoors like the animals should. We're like, oh, they're gonna eat the pig. You know that.
But
I was talking about the fat.
But they seemed like they worked really hard on their leather pants and goggles and stuff.
No, and that was the thing. He had like pirate pants, but they were obviously costume-made pants, and I don't think he was a real pirate. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
He had earrings.
I don't know about the circus.
Yeah, I would give it a moderate. They showed up.
Yeah.
I don't know what they paid him. I'd like to know. See, that's the part I want to know. I want to know what all the acts were paid and.
Sure.
And what
get paid?
If barbecue, whatever it was called, gets a refund on not selling anything.
I caught the tail end of a magician act.
Oh yeah, what was his name? Scott, Crazy Scott or something?
Magician Robbie. Magician Robbie. I don't know why all the magicians had like little,
first names,
little kid names.
Getting to be like chiropractor. I'm Dr. Bob.
Dr. Bob and his magic chest. And it was a pretty good. It seemed I kind of missed the beginning of it, but the end of it seemed like he ended strong. He had a kid draw a picture of a guy wearing a tie and suspenders and shorts, and the kid got to pick the color of the suspenders, tie, and shorts. Mm-hmm. And then he said, "Well, I'm going to make a doll or a stuffed animal appear that's wearing this outfit." And then he couldn't find it, and it's like, "Oh, well, sorry about that." But then he ripped off his shirt and pants like you do in front of a show for kids. And he had it.
He had full Monty.
He had a tie and suspenders and shorts that were the same color the kid drew. So I think the kid was a plant. Either that, or I really miss some important parts of the trick, and I'm talking it up way more than it should be.
No, but I mean the thing is, you're right. Anytime you take your clothes off for the closer with kids, it's risky, but as long as the trick's good.
Yeah, it seemed good.
I mean, the kid was amazed, and the parents were equally as amazed.
So I just ruined Magician Robbie's closing act for you guys.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah. Well, we had gotten there right when it was over, and you said, yeah, you should probably watch that. And I wasn't sure if you were talking to me or the cop. There was a cop standing right there, and you were like, you guys both should probably watch that. You for the magic, him for the, something.
He's been holding that top hat pretty close to his crotch for the last couple of minutes. I don't know what's going to come out of there.
And then they had the wine and bar, beer and wine thing there in the church. I thought
the wine bar at the church was interesting.
Yeah, that had a weird...
Blood of Christ wine bar.
Yeah, it's like a pro-church wine and beer. Craft beers, though, not crafty.
There were... we spent a lot of time at the Oasis.
Yes.
That's our bar of choice at the state fair.
It's a mystery bar.
Jenga. The giant Jenga set was hopping.
Oh, we played giant Jenga. That was actually really fun.
Yeah.
It's one of those big wood ones. So it's 3 feet tall, and we Kim lost once, and who else lost? Ben. No, we left.
Well, we left. There was no loser on. We decided we didn't have the energy to pick up all the blocks after they were going to fall.
So we had the thing about you almost wasn't a move left, and we called it, and we left, and we came back, and we saw all the Jenga blocks all over.
Somebody probably sneezed right after we left and ruined it. Oh, I'm surprised we saw a guy. So we saw a guy like being tackled by security, but only at the end of the night when we were already leaving.
We were leaving, and he didn't look like a crazy. He looked like some middle-aged guy wearing a polo shirt. He looked like you.
He probably had really soft hands from all the lotion people were giving him.
Gateway drug.
And he seemed pretty calm and collected when the 8 security guards piled off of him. But who knows? He's probably on meth.
Yeah, I don't know what it was. We never did, but like I said, that was funny because it was right across from the church bar.
Oh, maybe he had too many glasses of Sauvignon Blanc.
Yeah,
and started getting a little rambunctious.
You might try a little more body of Christ, less blood. You know what I mean? Anyway, it was funny because all the people that were sitting out there drinking their little wine at the church bar thing, they were all watching intently, like, oh no, I hope this doesn't turn into another Ferguson. There you go. It's a white guy with 5 white guys tackling him, and you're drinking wine in the church. Get the hell out of here. We couldn't even find a black guy for 2 hours. It was like nobody's even parking cars.
I'm going to turn this sip into a chug in case this gets racial. I need to get out of here.
Yeah, it was a very white fair, didn't you think?
Yeah, we did run into local comedian Dave Burrows, who is of the African-American persuasion.
Very nice guy.
Very nice guy, and I think he mentioned at first that he was a little nervous walking in because when we were all lining up early to get tickets and go in, a sea of white faces, and that makes you nervous when you are not one of those white faces.
Yeah.
But I'm sure he had a good time. Maybe he just got his face painted white so he'd blend in.
That was an option. Yeah. That's thinking. No, I didn't see any. I mean, we saw him walking around. He seemed like he had fun.
Yeah.
We watched the Lumberjacks. We saw the Lumberjacks.
Oh, the Lumberjacks.
Oh my God. All I could think of was the Monty Python thing.
Yeah. I would have broken into song more often.
Oh, they were. It was good. I've always wanted to do it in the parking lot. It would work.
That Canadian lady, though, is not a good host.
No, and that was the only deal breaker for me. And people like Lisa standing in front of me. I'm like, yeah, you're right. I'm not watching it. Why wouldn't you stand in front of me, you denkhead?
The jokes are very bad. So these must be. I feel like they're all normal. There's normal dudes chopping wood, but they seem like the least personable people ever because they just tell these like canned jokes.
But I think that's the idea, is that they have a script. It's almost like vaudeville, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, with axes.
Well, they got to sell it a little better. Also, more revving of the chainsaws.
Yeah. And who was that Marvelous Marvin? That guy was a monster.
Oh, Marvin.
He was a middle-aged guy, man. He
was a ringer.
He did that thing where you stick a plank of wood inside of a telephone pole and jump up on it and bounce, springboard thing.
If he keeps performing like that, he could get a job as a real lumberjack.
No, I mean, I think I'm assuming he probably is they call him in for the big gigs.
For the big gigs.
Yeah, they're we're cutting a tree down for the White House, and you bring in Marvin.
We got a national forest, and he should be cleared this weekend. Marvin, can you handle it?
Yeah, he was pretty good. He scared me.
Let's talk more about the pig races, because I feel like that was a highlight.
That really was. And if you don't know what they are, they're the ones. Oh, and we did the rat race, too.
Rat race, too? Yeah, rat race.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's start with rat race.
Yeah, the
Finish
rat race.
strong with the pig races. Rat
Yeah.
races are they're an institution.
Yeah, they've doing it 60 years. They've been doing the rat race.
Yeah, and how that works is there is a kind of a wheel of fortune wheel made up of different colored slots, and each color has a hole in it. And they put a rat in the middle of the wheel, spin it slowly, not cruelly, slowly, and the rat runs into a hole with a matching color, and whoever put money down on that color gets paid out.
Yep. And you can go all the way up to 15-1.
Yeah, 15-1. But I think the max bet was 50 cents.
Right. Yeah, you can't bet more than
So-
50 cents. So that's
That
their
keeps
way.
a lot of the whales out, but
Yeah.
then again, if you have $1.50, you're a high roller at that table.
And weird betting, like with the way Bart scooped up your money. on
Yeah,
that
Bart
one.
maybe scooped up my money, but you know what?
Yeah.
Hey, it all went back to the Elks Lodge.
Yeah,
Besides
no.
75 cents of it that I
Yeah,
kept for
right.
myself.
No, but that's the thing is you just lay it on the thing and then they pay it out. But people are shoved in there pretty tight.
Yeah,
I watched a
everybody's-
couple, and that lady made the point. That was what brought it up. Was we knew each other, so we were joking. Hey, that was my money, and Bart's like, no, that was mine. And Bart was serious. He's like, no, that really was mine. And we're like, I don't think so, because I put mine down and you put yours down.
Yeah.
And there was 2 sets of quarters there, so I don't know where Bart's would have came in.
You know what? Hey, you know
But when it won, of course, Bart said, well, that was mine. I go, well, yeah, because you lost. That's a good way to do it. And I think Bart sincerely thought maybe he might have put it there, but he put it on 15. I knew that.
Yeah,
On
well.
the pink one. No, but the point is, had you not
It's-
known each other,
I would've fought him.
I wanted to ask him. I know. Dude, didn't even go fisticuffs
It
over.
would have been. I'm sure there have been multiple fights around the rat races
Yeah.
because it can get ugly.
Because your adrenaline goes. I mean, I got pissed
Yeah.
off when the new guy came in spinning the wheel, and every time the mouses start to run towards like the higher numbers, he spun it again, and I was like, I get it, but what are you doing? You're rigging the game, dude. We're not 9 here.
You know what? He is a true benevolent member of the Elks, and he doesn't want to pay out anything over 4.
Yeah, no, he kept. Yeah, the 1 for 1 was what he tried to keep.
If anybody has an opportunity of making more than $2,
But I
he's
think
gonna
if the
squash
state's
that.
going to allow this, if state's going to allow it, they need
It's gotta be
regulation.
legit.
Yeah, I mean, you can't rig the game. I mean, let me do rigged blackjack.
Just make sure
then.
these rats are well taken care of.
Can I play rigged blackjack for the Lions Club or for Rotary?
I mean, I know a lot of the rats probably spend a day at the table and then they get taken directly to the reptile barn
Oh yeah.
and fed to the snakes. But
Yeah.
I would like there to be like some in between time where they're, fed some nice stuff and they get a little massage.
Yeah, and that's the thing is the mouse seemed interested, but he did have other things on his mind. He seemed preoccupied.
Yeah. Mostly confused about why everybody was yelling at him. Probably not used to being the center of attention.
Right. Well, wouldn't you think you'd train him for that though? Like just put 5 TVs in a circle and just have them playing like talk shows, and just let the mouse just be tied
Just
off
have,
in the middle.
Fox News and MSNBC.
Yeah, just screaming
like,
at him.
people
Yeah,
screaming.
you stupid fuck! What are you doing, you moron? What are you, an idiot? And then the mouse is like, I'm gonna go in the hole.
But I think
Are mice colorblind? I wanted to ask him that.
Oh, I don't even know.
Because that kind of rigs the whole thing too.
Could you train a mouse to just run into the?
I was gonna shoot fish oil on the game and see if it made a difference. Shoot it just a squirt gun of fish oil and see if he follows the fish
I was trying
oil.
to pop in some little. I have cheese squares in my pockets at all times. So.
Yeah, I don't go for. I was gonna just. I thought about just like hitting him with a rubber band. I had a rubber band. But
See if you can knock them into a hole.
yeah, I mean they can't go. Oh, hey, you can't abuse animals. I go. You're using them as a roulette ball. You're really not gonna bust my balls there, PETA.
Listen, he's been
Why don't you spin the
nauseous
wheel
all
again?
day.
He almost hit something higher than a penny. You jackwad.
So there's the rats, which are obviously that's a fixed game.
Yeah,
obviously.
I wouldn't
Of
trust
course,
betting on that.
my theory is they put peanut butter at the bottom of the black hole, which is the lowest paying hole he goes in. So they're trying to attract him into there. Or maybe they put cat urine around all the high paying ones.
Yeah, no, I don't know. Again, we don't know enough about mice.
A million ways to fix this game.
Yeah.
Probably not worth gambling on.
So in the end, we moved on to the pig races. We went. Pig races are actually more legit.
Yeah, that's our game of choice at the state fair.
They do 2 heats of 3 pigs each.
Yeah, they'll have 6 pigs. Are they? Well, they're piglets maybe because they're
piglets.
They said they're
yeah.
7 weeks old, so they think they're fast.
That's where Russian roulette comes from.
Yeah, and groups of 3. Matt picked the first winner. I picked the second winner. And then they head-to-head. Our pigs went head-to-head,
which was
kind of
cool because
yeah.
I mean we're there. We're like, oh man.
Like they knew we were gambling.
Yeah.
This is Anchorage at the state fair.
And we played $20 a head.
Yeah, we were serious.
Yeah, so we were $60, well, $40 up each.
I was worried.
And then boom, we hit the playoff, and it's just our pigs, and his pig comes out of the gate and goes halfway around the goddamn thing in a second.
Like a rocket, he came out like a bacon-fueled rocket.
I'm like handing the money over, going, "This is over."
And then he just stopped. Rambor just. Some caught his snout, and he decided, hey, I'm going to take a break.
Truffle farm opened up. We don't know.
I think he got too cocky. He's like, I'm going to make a game out of this. I'm going to slow down.
Right, the old, yeah.
And it caught him right in the old corkscrew tail.
Right in the hoof helper.
Well, we just passed the King's X Lounge, and to me, that signals I am home.
It appears they have a stop in front of the bar.
Yep.
And it
Police
appears
are cracking down.
It might be alcohol related, is all I can figure.
Good chance.
Actually, Kim, you can take me directly home. We're right here. This is even quicker. You would take? Okay, go ahead. Do it. Go to Coots first. Then. Yeah.
We are navigating these twisty, turny roads of Anchorage, Alaska.
Yep. This city was built on rock and roll. A lot of people don't realize that. They think it was built on oil and.
That's why the earthquakes hit us so hard.
Yeah, we know. Got back from the fair.
We went to the fair.
I think Kim is initiating a drag race.
Yeah, we have people next to us that.
All right, here we go. Oh, I think we lost.
There's a cop right. There's a cop right behind us.
Oh boy.
Let's see if he's gonna come look for us.
That's how you get the heat off of us.
Yeah. There's no way he's coming after us.
Well, Kim has been an adequate driver, even though we just lost that drag race pretty bad. Didn't even stand a chance, I don't think.
Yeah. That's all. Look at, he was driving normal, and now look at him. This is what I love about guys with these cars. They gotta go, oh man, I have to do something.
The person in that Nissan in front of him is just like, what is he doing? Why are you doing this?
Yeah, I know.
Me?
And the guy's like, what are you doing, you dick? Oh, look, he's hitting his brakes. Yeah.
He's just driving.
Oh, this could lead to a shooting or something. It all starts with Kim going, hi. What are you doing? He goes, I'm just taking shots at testosterone and thought I'd take my car out for a spin. You got a clean needle? No, we don't. Sorry. Good luck.
Well, Kim seems to have spurred some sort of road rage.
Yeah, no, there's a little... It's not done yet. You hear that muffler still going? That's him with gas prices $4.27 a gallon, and he's
burned
still
through at least 3 gallons. There's a guy on a bike.
Absolutely
the
no
complete
reason.
Opposite. There's a guy on a bike.
Yeah, he is not winning the race. Jesus, this is getting more and more complicated.
This has been a real sketchy drive.
Look at this. He is having a hard time getting through this traffic. He's willing to drive like a maniac, and he still can't get through.
He really wanted to impress you by getting away from you very quickly.
No, that's, he knows. It's impressive. I'm impressed. I think of him differently now. I don't think of him the same.
I don't know him that well, but I know his dick's huge.
You can't push on a gas pedal without a huge penis.
He's not even using his feet to hit the gas pedal.
Yeah, that's just pure meat. He gets a hard on. He can't even stop. I got nothing to work the pedal.
Oh boy. Well, I'm fair tired. That's the kind of
that's a unique tired.
It's a unique tired. It's like, well, I haven't done shit all day, but I am exhausted, and I've eaten some gross stuff.
Like after the fair, it puts me in a little weird adrenaline thing where I go, I think I'm gonna go. I can just drink through this, and I go, nah, I got shit to do now. The fair took a lot out of me. I'm saying.
We're not young anymore.
That ejection seat, every muscle in my body hurts.
Oh, you're probably scared to death.
My colon's the only thing that survived. It wasn't moving.
You're lucky you came out with your colon intact.
Oh, they took the sign off the Asian place.
Oh, yeah, China Gardens no more.
Well, that doesn't say that, does it?
Where am I going to get Chinese food at 3 in the morning?
I know. That was they were amazing.
Yeah,
I don't care if it was a front for something.
They only closed from like 6 a.m. to 7 a.m. I don't know why they even bothered doing that.
No, I think the health department required it. Cleaning. Deep cleaning.
Yeah, I'm sure that's what they were doing, that 1 hour deep cleaning.
All I do know is that was ridiculous because that was a great place. And now they're gone. Well, maybe Hard Rock will deliver. Would you like some more tater tots? Sorry, Costco's closed. No, they'll be nice when they're finished.
I guess we should wrap it up.
Oh, and Tesla. We forget all about Tesla.
Oh, yeah, everybody forgets about Tesla.
Tesla was playing, and it was phenomenal. We could hear him on the other side of the wall where you don't have to pay.
Was it phenomenal?
That we heard him? Yeah.
Well, yeah, I guess.
It's the only problem with the fair. See,
the
they
clarity
can't.
that we heard them.
What they're really
phenomenal.
selling you a ticket for is they go, do you want to see Tesla? And we were like, no, we want to hear Tesla. Because
that's
we know
free.
they're older, and they're, I don't want to see Tesla. I don't care. I want to look at it, dude. But you know what we can do? We can stand over by the porta potties right there, and we can hear Tesla perfectly.
It's more convenient.
Yeah. We were in VIP.
Get in a porta potty and it reverberates.
Oh, yeah. Double porta potty.
And
Getting that handicap porta potty, you get like stereo.
who else is playing the state fair this year?
Bachman Turner Overdrive. And
They're dead.
I believe it was who was
Flo
it?
Rida.
Flo Rida?
Flo Rida, who is a rapper from Florida, and his name is Flo Rida. Which I don't know if that's a coincidence or he planned that.
Right, but is that the one that? What's he known for? Did he?
I don't know.
Okay.
Does anybody know any Flo Rida songs?
Flo Rida, you got anything? Nothing, huh? No. Well, he's
Travis,
at a
you
fair.
know any Flo Rida songs?
Well, that's gonna fill the fair.
Well, maybe skip that one.
And then the other one is the Duck Dynasty people. They're coming up
Oh
to.
yeah, what do they do?
They don't do anything. I don't think. I
They
think they
sell
just,
tickets, I can
yeah,
tell you that.
we're gonna sign your hats. We're gonna sign hats and tell you about Jesus.
We're gonna give you some beard grooming tips.
Yeah, it's very weird. I was a little surprised on that one myself. So we have Duck Dynasty gonna be at our state fair.
I'd say skip it.
Yeah,
I'd say go for the petting zoo, but
You know
skip
what?
the Duck
Yeah.
Dynasty.
Yeah, hold up. Maybe next year we'll
Go
get
see
it.
the giant
We'll
giant
get-
hog.
Yeah.
Her
Yeah.
name was Miss Piggy, and she was huge.
Yeah. And I didn't really see any like Deadliest Catch stuff or Ice Road Trucker stuff at the fair, which I thought I would see. I thought I'd see more Alaskan memorabilia.
What are you guys whispering?
Yeah. What are you talking about?
What's up?
You're gonna go get
You're
food.
gonna get food? Are you not satisfied with your 4 bags of cotton candy?
You bought your body weight in cotton candy, which I don't know if you know this, but cotton candy is a very light substance. So if you have to,
That's a lot of cotton
yeah,
candy.
well, John and I actually have to share a seat. We have that much cotton candy in the car. If we got pulled over, there's no way it's personal use. But we go, no, she'll eat it all in one sitting. Watch, she'll do it.
The
And
good
they go,
thing is-
she better.
If we crash, the cotton candy will definitely cushion our heads.
Oh, it'll cushion everything.
Well, we are back at Coots.
Yep,
I'm going to
we
get
made
my
it.
car and drive away. We had an excellent day at the fair.
It was fantastic. Thank you, Kim, for driving. Thank you, Travis, for coming.
You guys have been awesome.
And John.
Matt?
Yeah, always good. I think we picked the best day of the week, too.
Absolutely.
I don't know that you're going to find a better day for the fair.
Support the fair.
Well, this is another episode of Near the Wild. My name's Mat Becker in the back of Kim's car.
My name's John Norris, also in the back of Kim's car. Good day, good night. I couldn't choose which one I was going to say.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night. Good night, mate.
You've been listening to the Near the Wild podcast with Mat Becker and John Norris, recorded in Anchorage, Alaska on Mat Becker's backyard bus. Engineered by me, Greg Chaille.
Enjoy this gold, Greg Chaille.
Yeah, that's it.